was planning on reading a new book to break up my Realm of the Elderlings Robin Hobb fascination at the moment, but I just can't. I finished the Farsi trilogy probably 3 days ago, and then I tried to start a number of new books and I just could not start them. Like, I would read maybe 10 pages and I was like, I just want to know what's going on in this. So I started that. So anyway, we're currently in Beechworth, which is absolutely stunning. It's very boutique-ish. It's beautiful. I'll film a little bit of it, mostly on my iPhone, but a little bit on my camera, and yeah, share this trip with you guys. This afternoon we are heading to Marysville, which is another cute little town in rural Victoria, and then tomorrow we're going to be doing some scenic drives and driving down to Mornington Peninsula to the spas. They have like these hot spring spas, and I've been there once before and it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's like artesian water. I'll bring you along for that. But this is the book, by the way. I'll show you the cover. I hope it focuses to some degree. It's focusing on me. And this edition is the editions that I really like. I think it's Voyager, and I think these editions were brought out maybe in the 90s, but they just have beautiful illustrations on them. I love the Robin Hobb signature logo for her name, and yeah, this is my favorite editions. I managed to pick these editions up at the book fair, which would have been, I would have explained all that in the previous video. So, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I want chickens. Do we need chickens at all for anything? This is the back of our Airbnb, and look who I found. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. This is the interior of our Airbnb. Look how beautiful it is. It's got a little fireplace and somewhere you can just sit. Keep walking.
The option is
This is pretty. Oh my god, this is stunning.
So pretty. We're at our Airbnb and it's on this farm. It's like a farm stay. It's really cute. Anyway, this jumper I found in a thrift shop in Japan. It's by Christian Dior. It's lovely. Here. Hi. Oh my god. How is everybody? You good? There's a bee. So nice. Yeah. Cave pool. Wow.
Which way looks better?
Go back into the cave one because that one was like the heat's all trapped in. Thank you. Wow.
So how long have you done it for? 15 years, all right. Safety the whole time? Yeah. What's the craziest safety measure you've implemented?
Would you like to see Wicked tonight?
Okay. This is stunning though.
Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
Hi everyone.
It's very fast. It doesn't look too busy. No.
Tricky melodies, all the ants were fancy dancing with the flea.
Hi everyone, this is Emma from the future. Just at the end of this little vlog about my trip to Melbourne, I thought I would add in a quick little chat about the books that I picked up. The first one I bought by Deborah Levy was Hot Milk. This is the cover. It's beautiful. I love it. I actually picked this book up and I picked it off the shelf and I was like, this is the book I've been looking for a while. The book I've actually been looking for is Milk Fed, not Hot Milk, but I do want to read this one anyway. Here is the blurb. Today I dropped my laptop on the concrete floor of a bar built on the beach. My laptop has all my life in it and knows more about me than anyone else. So what I'm saying that if it is broken, so am I. So I'm very interested. I don't really want to know too much more about it before I start reading it. The next book is this edition of The Lord of the Flies. I read The Lord of the Flies a very long time ago. I think I was in high school when I read it. I definitely want to read it again. This edition though was the one that I really wanted, and I just think that this edition is so cool and retro and beautiful. And the name of the bookstore is Asphalt Books in the Nicholas Building. In the Melbourne CBD area. I went to Mornington Peninsula's Vinnie's, Salvo's, and maybe a few other thrift stores. I came across a Jane Smiley Horse Heaven. This one looked quite good. It's all about horse racing and very horse orientated, so we'll see if I'm a horse girl. I'm not too sure. I loved this cover. I don't know, the 80s brought out some brilliant covers in terms of books. I read a bit about the blurb and it's set in New Zealand. I am making it my goal to kind of read a bit more Australian and New Zealand literature. I do have the Illuminaries, I'm pretty certain that's what it's called, the Illuminaries, sitting on my bookshelf that I did buy from a trip in New Zealand that I still need to read. The cute thing about this though was that when I got home, I opened it and I realized that I have found a boarding pass for Ansett Airways. So I'll do a close-up. That boarding pass is now gonna be my new bookmark because that is so cool. The next one I got from the bookstore that was in Melbourne CBD, which is the same bookstore that I got Lord of the Flies. I bought another book, and this book was recommended by the lady working there. And this is called Up the Walls of the World by James Tiptree Jr. I believe that it is in the realm of science fiction rather than fantasy. And the lady working in the store really recommended it. So she's read it. I'm just going to quickly read the blurb for you. A secret US Navy research project brings together a group of men and women possessed of telepathic powers. In the course of experiment, they make contact with the alien tyranny, beings resembling winged squids and dwelling in the upper atmospheres of a world. The tyranny world is under threat from a huge and evil being, the Destroyer, moving in towards them and obliterating whole star systems in its path. Confronted by certain extinction, the tyranny realize their only hope of survival is to take over the bodies of their human contacts. Yeah, I also have a wonderful edition of Alien, the book, on my bookshelf, so that will definitely be sitting right next to that book. Now, the next two books are the book 2 and 3 of a series, and I was recommended this series by the gentleman who worked in a bookstore in Fitzroy. And this series is by an Australian author. I don't have number 1, but it is the Axis trilogy by Sarah Douglas. This is the book 2, and we were kind of fanning over the art inside the store. The book 2 is called Encanter. Yeah, I'm not going to read the blurb because I don't want to know too much about it because I don't have book 1, but I will find book 1 from somewhere. The third book I also bought is Starman. So I'm going to deliberately in the future, when I go to my thrift stores, op shops, book fairs, I'm going to look for the first book of this trilogy just so I can match it up. So nice, and they're going to look so good on my bookshelf. So I bought those two. And then finally, going back to my childhood, I was really obsessed with The 11th Hour by Graham Base. And so I found this. And then Amelia as well by Graham Base is the another one by him. And these are wonderful, like mystery kind of Where's Wally but an animal type of edition for children. And the illustrations in them are so wicked. Look at this. This is beautiful, like amazing. Anyway, that's my stack. They will fit nicely into my bookshelf, and that's what I picked up in Melbourne. It was a great trip. I hope you enjoyed that really uncut raw footage that I have, because I'm not much of an editor. Guys, I also cut my own hair today, so I just feel like when it's autumn and going into winter, you should just cut your own hair. Like you should have a fringe, or bangs as they call it. Also, ignore this situation. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.